the Executive Director of the LACC Foundation. It is a real privilege, as always, for me to be up here. This is my 4th year as Executive Director, after serving 2 years on the Board of Directors of the Foundation. And I think the Foundation does what everybody else thinks in the state. We do a tremendous job. We've got the biggest staff, we've got the most assets, we give out the most scholarships. We are the best in this state. So, I was just over at the kinesiology building because they were having a ribbon cutting, and what struck me is that we were talking about what a great facility it is. A couple of students spoke, but truly what makes a difference, whether it's this great facility or the new kinesiology building. How many of you have been in the kinesiology building? Wow. Okay. So what struck me is what really makes a difference is really the students. As many of you probably heard, through the efforts of Yale Scanlon, who's our Associate Executive Director, we just got a $2 million gift from the Highland Foreign Press this past week. The largest gift that LA City College has ever received, but it's also the largest gift that the Highland Foreign Press has ever given. So it's a big deal. But really what made the difference for us to get that gift is the fact that the Highland Foreign Press came to the cinema department in January, toured the facility, but met with a number of the students. So we're really here today to recognize and honor really the focal point of why we are what we are at the Foundation, which is to serve the students at this college. So I'm really pleased to say that we're providing as many scholarships as we can to students at LACC. Combined with the scholarships that we've awarded in the fall, we have given out, this year we will have given out about $400,000 in scholarships to about 750 students. We also give out book vouchers, emergency loans, stipends, and a variety of other things to help out the students here. So in all, this past year, we provided about $500,000 to more than 880 students to make sure they would complete their studies here at the school, that's why we're here. So without the support from generous scholarship donors committed to providing opportunities for higher education, many students in our community would not be able to pursue their dreams. So I want you to join me in a round of applause for the generosity of those donors who supported the dedicated and deserving LACC. So the foundation, this past year, I don't know if you all know this, but we also provide support to the college itself as it continues to recover from the recession that we went through several years ago. So this past academic year, we gave about $225,000 to the college to help with various needs that they had. If you saw your professors writing on a whiteboard, we might very well have purchased that whiteboard for them. So it's very important that we work with the college and their administration as we provide all of this money. We also, by the way, provide about $1.5 million in grants, which includes the STEM Academy that's on this campus, which is the first of its kind on this campus. So we're very pleased about that. So it's really been a real honor for me, and a lot of fun actually, to work with the current head of this college. She came to us from East LA College. I was lucky enough to be on the search committee, and I did vote for you. She's doing a terrific job. I can promise you, this is a huge bureaucracy in which you study. And there's all kinds of departments and all kinds of issues that go on here, but it takes a real strong hand and somebody who really knows the district, as President Martinez does, to steer this ship. So I just wanted to introduce and have her come up to join me at the podium, President Renee Martinez.
Well, today is really an exciting day. I get to be at the ribbon cutting of our new building in kinesiology, and I get to participate in distributing all these wonderful scholarships. And you deserve them, believe me. but that's the best day ever to know that we're gonna help you reach those goals that you've had for years, for some of us years and years, right? But this is just the beginning, and this is to reinforce the good things that you've done, and to know that you can reach for the stars. You're an LA City College student. Thank you.
We also have an incredible group of senior staff leadership here, and Dr. Smith, I know. So and one of them is here today, Dr. Regina Smith, who came here recently, but is a terrific person to be running, leading in charge of all the student services on this campus. So I just want to introduce Dr. Regina Smith. So our scholarship chair, Debbie Thal-Ardera, is out of town, and one of our other esteemed members of the board of directors of the foundation, Alan Daniels, has agreed to congratulate the recipients this year and actually work with me in handing out these awards. A couple of things I should just tell you. One is, I'd appreciate if you get your award at the beginning of the program. It's warm in here, but please try to hang in there and stay with us, because it's a nice thing for everyone to be able to see all these great faces at the end of the program as well. So I'd appreciate it if you could do that for us. I want to also thank the guy who runs our foundation board, who's been with us for a very long time and has done an incredible job of running that board. So I want you all to give a big round of applause to Marvin Hoffman. We also, I mentioned at the beginning, we are the largest foundation in Los Angeles, one of the largest in the country, and you can only really do that with a great board of directors. So in addition to Marv and Alan, we've also got Dr. Margaret Martin and Jared McClung here, who are both on my board of directors, I guess on their director. So I work for them, that's the way this works. So I just wanted to ask both of them to stand up and be recognized. So a couple of other thank yous. I want to thank, we have the largest staff also in the district, and one of the largest in the state. So that's made up of Gail and Lee and Sylvia and Helen and Erin, and Marina was with us. She's our student worker, but she's now moved on. So I want to ask you all to please give a big round of applause to you guys. This process is a fairly complex one. It takes hours and hours of time, not just for you to submit, but it actually takes much more time to review all the scholarships, because we're lucky that we get hundreds and hundreds of people applying. So I wanted to thank the members of the scholarship committee who spent all of this time reviewing the scholarships and reading some amazing, you guys know because you wrote them, but the essays are really, as they say in the motion picture, you just can't make this stuff up. It's amazing stuff. But the person who chaired the committee is with us. He's one of the deans here. I just wanted to recognize him as well, Jeremy Villar. Committee members who are here. Are there other committee members here? So if there are other committee members who are here, can you please also stand up so we can recognize you as well? With this, okay? So Alan's going to help me out here. Please make sure your cell phones are on either vibrate or off. Mark is the first one to reach for the phone. And what we're going to do is, when I call your names, especially if it's a larger group, please, you already know which scholarships that you are being awarded. So try to make your way up as I'm starting to read through the names, because we like to kind of move the process along. So just, you'll Okay, you're gonna go over to this table, pick up your certificate and your check. Which one would you rather have? The certificate and the check. And then you're gonna be shaking hands with the president of the Academic Senate, Dr. John Freitas. And with President Martinez. Okay, so let's get it on. Okay, so first in the business department, the recipient of the Rose Snyder Memorial Scholarship, please come to the front. And I will also say this one other thing. There are many of you on this campus who speak numerous languages. I barely speak one. So I apologize up front for whatever I do to your name, but I do recognize the achievement that went along with getting these scholarships. Okay, so I said it up front. Okay, so for the Rose Snyder Memorial Scholarship, Armin, this is how it starts. Hope Havasia.
Write a note and confirm on it.
So there were two alumni who established the Sonia Gandhi and Monica Young Honors Award in the math department. So I'd like to invite Ingrid Fusesi and Megan Solowitz to come to the front to receive their award.
We'd like to invite the recipients of the Leone Youngest Scholarship from the Office of Special Services to come to the front. Whale Alhier, Stephen Cargill, Marcelina Estrada, and Armando Ramirez.
It's all homely up here at the front. Yeah. New room. Yeah. Okay, next I'd like to invite the recipients of the William Youngest Scholarship to come to the front to receive their scholarships. Dwayne McGowan, Lloyd Mosley, Roselle Rico, and Peter Skouras.
Before you start announcing the flight, what time did they start? They already started. What time? About 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago? I'm fine, but I'm like, oh yeah.
Okay, we will now honor the students who tackle concrete problems, physics, and engineering problems. We invite the recipients of the Arthur Eller Scholarship to come to the stage. Stephanie Cash, Dion G, Preston Machsara, it's a mouthful, Vincent Reynoso, and Arnika Taram.
We'd now like to invite the recipients of the Henry Kirshner and Nathaniel Kirshner Scholarships to come to the front to receive their awards. The recipients are Vlavsurin Batsavar, Kevin Martinez, and Kuyawa Payne. And while we're at it, the Nathaniel Kirshner Scholarship recipients are Muhammadu Guy, Quilin Peng, and Arthur Piuskunin. Sorry. You realize this is the most diverse population in the United States, right? So since this pronunciation is going so well, we'll do a longer list. Let's do it into a longer list, shall we?
The Sidney Bertram Scholarship recipients are William Avila, Serena Chang, Natalie Kogan, Gianna De Jesus, Tiana Flores, Lynn Lee, Asa Snath, Mauricio Paz, Brian Perez, Maria Petrosky, Brenda Salazar, Nathan Scott, Quinyang Wang, and Lena Yi.
Let's go with a longer list. Okay, so the Walter O'Connor Scholarship recipients are Jessica Ambrosio, Alice Carr, thank you Alice, Ingrid Fuzizi, D.W. Hanks, Jay Kramer, Matthew Lambuth, Giovanni Marquez, Davis Meisner, Joshua Nishida, Ryan Reno, Guillermo Rodriguez, Dennis Salazar, Kimberly Chiazza, Megan Silowitz, Ryan Stoka, Jonathan Teleche, Ron Valmont, and Jacqueline Zuniga. Please give a round of applause.
Now it's time to recognize the distinguished students in the Social Sciences Department who have received the Robert and Hope Scholarship. Would Louise Balaban, Charisse Pickens, Fabrizio Trujillo, please come up.
So all of these scholarships that you just, that were just awarded are all department scholarships. So now we're going to award the foundation scholarships. This begins with the ASG Community Service and ASG Leadership Scholarship recipients. So the ASG Community Service Scholarship award goes to Eugene Kim, Kathleen Alicia Luther, Ryan Joseph Silva, and at the same time, the ASG Leadership Scholarship goes to Victoria Boutros. It's always so unfortunate when the president of the school suffers heat stroke during the scholarships.
All right, now we'd like to invite the recipients of the Asian Heritage Scholarship. Please come up and receive their scholarship. Mayan Jin Jun Yu Lee.
We have a generous alumna, Dr. Carol Baxter, who has created a scholarship to help health sciences students pursue their education. And this is the Constitution State Health Sciences Scholarship. The recipient of this scholarship is Lizine Babayan and Lilit Pavhanasian. Congratulations. Next is the Douglas Blaisdell Outreach Scholarship. This provides scholarships for LGBTQ students and their straight allies. Doug Blaisdell was one of Hollywood's most sought-after trainers who had a personal trainer, not like a dog trainer, personal trainer who had a positive impact on many lives. His work lives on through this scholarship and the outreach program. So we'd like to bring out this year's recipients. That is Nydia Eileen Diaz, Lindsay Dix, Arch Jungers, Edward Matthew, Andrew Morningstar, and Brian Wooders.
Some of you may know that the foundation is supportive of current and emancipated foster youth through its Guardian Scholars Program here on campus. In addition to the Guardian Scholars Program, the foundation created a foster youth scholarship. And this year's recipients are Robert Contreras, Randy Davis, Lydia Diaz-Bernal, and Robin Stewart. Congratulations.
By the way, the Guardian Scholars program here from Emancipated Foster Youth is, guess what, also the largest of any community college in this state. It was started actually by my predecessor about 6 years ago with a single grant and double the size of what the budget is for it. So the school has been incredibly supportive, and it's a great program, and the students are graduating at incredibly high rates. So we're really proud of them. Okay, next. The Jerry and Gerald Goldsmith Music Scholarship was established by one of our most outstanding alumni, Jerry Goldsmith, who's an Oscar-winning composer. Jerry wrote scores for many movies and for television, ranging from Supergirl to the entire Star Trek group of films, and he won an Oscar for a movie called The Omen, which if you've never seen it, you should rent it late at night and try to go to sleep. So this award acknowledges outstanding music majors in the fields of instrumental, vocal, and keyboard performance. And this year's recipient is Jill James. Congratulations. Go ahead. And I have to tell Jill this in front of everybody, that we were at the opening of Clawson Hall Recital Hall last week, which is, if you haven't been in there, it's an amazing place. And Jill performed, and she was absolutely fantastic. I mean, just beyond. So she's a worthy recipient. This next one's going to go quickly because these students are not here. I'm going to tell you why. Rhiannon Steins is the Assistant Regional Director of Diagnostic Imaging at Kaiser Permanente. We want to thank her. She's actually the one behind ensuring that these generous scholarships for rad tech students. These are students who, when they get into the workforce, you may or may not ever want to meet because they're the ones who slide you into the MRI machine and do all that sort of stuff. So, Rhiannon couldn't be with us today. We want to acknowledge that Kaiser Permanente has been instrumental in supporting the LACC rad tech students through its scholarship donation. And today it's benefiting 7 students. They are not here today because they are actually in, I don't know if you know, but when you're in rad tech, you're either in class or you're in clinic. And that's about what your life is while you're there. It's a very tough program to go through. But we want to recognize those students. Brandon Boone, Sarkis Boyadizian, Nathaniel Huertas Carrion, Bianca Imperial Bobas, Jacqueline Macias, Mary Revilla, and Denise Silva. Congratulations. This is the only one. When we're done with this, the staff's going home and collapsing. So next we're going to acknowledge the recipients of the LACC Foundation Allied Health Sciences Scholarship. This is supporting exceptional students in nursing, rad tech, and dental tech departments. And I ask that this year's recipients come to the stage. Maria Lichtel Cordero Capirel, Jacqueline Macias, and Nadaze da Silva.
So the LACC Foundation Honors Scholarship was funded by our gala proceeds from last November. And we are proud to welcome recipients of this scholarship up to the stage to receive their awards. And they are Atanasio Ampig, Maria Grazia Odi, Erna Davitan, Ramya Mukund, Diana Nakayenga, and Alisa Shikar. Now, in addition to the Foundation Honor Scholarship, our gala funds were used to create the LACC Foundation Latino / Heritage Scholarship. And for that, we are pleased to honor Franco Aguirre, Jose Enriquez, Victor Gomez, Miriam Guadalupe Juarez, Christopher Salas, and Cesar Uriel Torres. Thank you.
I just want to point out, this gentleman, Cesar, is a part of a very special group here. We started a few years ago something called President's Scholars, which is the first time in LACC's history we were doing outreach to honors high school students. So you had to have at least a 3.75 grade point average to get into this program. And in exchange, you came to LACC for a couple of years for absolutely nothing. So everything was covered, including their bus passes. So Cesar is one of those students, and actually one member of that class has already moved on to MIT. So it's a really good. So the next scholarship is close near and dear to my heart. It's called the Lucille Schwartz Scholarship. It was created to support students committed to pursuing a career in teaching. We actually expanded a little bit since I knew Ms. Schwartz quite well, since I am her son. Lucille was a teacher in the public school system for over 25 years, and her family and her friends want to honor her dedication to this noble profession. So this year's recipients, the reason I say we expand a little bit, Lucille, my mother, was not just a teacher, but she was also one of the great lovers of animals. I think she liked animals even more than she liked people. But she was an amazing animal lover and supported all kinds of organizations till the day she died. And she also recognized when people had to struggle to make it through. So this year, all three of these recipients in one way or another fit the bill. So I'd like to welcome them up. Elizabeth Larson, Kathleen Ruther, and Peter Stewart. So now I'd like to ask that Oleg Salamatov come forward to receive the New College Early Scholarship. This supports social science students in completing their educations. It was created by Professors Henry Ely, I'm now mispronouncing the professor's names, Henry Ely and Maddie Moon in honor of Nina Collins. So let's give a round of applause to Ellie. So this next scholarship was created by Mark Hoffman, our board chair, for students demonstrating excellence in computer science and information technology. Mark is the longtime chair of the LACC Foundation Board of Directors. And this year's recipient of the Mark Hoffman CSIT Scholarship is Gary Hovhanessian.
Will Michael Horvath please join us? Hello. Michael will receive the Milton Lipschitz CSIT Scholarship for students pursuing an education in computer science. Congratulations. The National Notary Foundation Scholarship was created by the National Notary Association, whose president, LACC alum Milton Valera, was a collegiate staff member. His wife, Debbie Thaw Valera, is the executive director of the National Notary Foundation and a member of the LACC Foundation Board of Directors. And this year's scholarship recipients are Franco Aguirre, Misty Carlisle, Christopher King, Lourdes Nunez Casillas, Cecil Perinas, and Suna Tumalian.
Okay, that's the smallest LACC college student I've ever seen. Okay, so the Opportunity Award was established by Dr. Lynn Jacobs, who is an LA psychologist and psychoanalyst. I think she's actually on staff here, working with many of the staff and faculty. Okay, so she became interested in providing financial assistance to minority students who look to education as a gateway to a more meaningful and productive life. This year's recipients are Brian Barrios, Kenneth Davis, Jonathan Elias, Jenny Henry, Dion McKenzie, and Marisa Ruiz. The foundation has worked with the Ralph Bunche Scholars Honors Program to create a scholarship for program participants. I invite the Ralph Bunche Program Honors recipients to come up to the stage. They are Ana Carmela Alcantara, Kathleen Ruther, Oleg Salamato, Ryan Skaggs, and William Gittow.
So a truly anonymous donor who made the gift through his management company has made the retraining the unemployed scholarship possible. Is he here? He's anonymous. Deserving students returning to college to learn new skills because they've been laid off from their jobs. We would like to invite the recipients of the Retraining the Unemployed Scholarship to come up to receive their awards, and they are Alicia Hewick and Alexander Richford. Congratulations.
We are grateful that the Spanish American Institute is once again supporting the work of the foundation by offering the SAI Scholarship to deserving Latino/Latina or Hispanic students. Our deepest thanks to Juan Escobedo and Bob Arvizu from SAI for helping these students. Pablo Estrada, German Flores, Javier Ochoa, and Zulema Rivas. This next scholarship was established in memory of Carmen Luz de Leon, now deceased, who was a songwriter and lyricist, and in memory of Carmen Luz Girao, who was also a lyricist. They participated in singing choral music and were very active in promotion of musical works. This, the way they wrote this for me, it's like a headline. This is the De Leon Girao Memorial Scholarship. And the recipient of this scholarship this year is Carlene Williams. Carlene also was one of the performers at last week's opening of the recital hall. Was magnificent. Great job. So there are a very special pair of sisters in Texas, Loretta and Lenora Sanders, who created the Simi Lewis Sanders Scholarship in memory of their brother, who was, guess what, an alum of LA City College. We are grateful, truly grateful, for their generosity and supports worthy students who need assistance to pay for tuition, books, and supplies. So the following students are receiving the Simi Lewis Sanders Scholarship this year. They are Christelle Aguidi, Del Brown, Randy Davis, and Janet Wood.
The Stein Joseph Scholarship honors two counselors who served at LACC. Dr. Ruth Stein served as a professor in the Life Sciences Department and as a counselor at LACC from 1946 to 1978. During her tenure, Dr. Stein taught every course offered in the Life Sciences Department. Shirley Josephs was also a counselor at LACC and was on staff from 1976 to 1979. She had a particular interest in the challenges older women face when they return to college. And this year's recipients are Alicia Bermudez, Anna Davitan, Gregory Garcia, Odeli Dolores Marino, and congratulations to those.
So So it is my pleasure to present the recipients of the Union Bank Foundation Award. This is made possible by a grant to the foundation by Union Bank for student scholarships. And the recipients this year are Nicole Abink, Michael Aguirre, Ignacio Ambi, Wayne Kirk, Edward Mathau, Bernardo Najera, Asia Corbin, Mariah Quevedo, Kathleen Ruther, and Brian Wood. There are a lot of special groups on this campus, and there's one group I think in particular that deserves special mention, and those are the veterans who are students at this school. So I want to have a really loud round of applause for the following recipients who are going to come forward to receive the award that we give out to veterans on this campus, and those recipients are David Aveta and Lavelle Berry. Lavelle's not going to sing the Marine Camp.
The foundation has received a generous scholarship endowment from the Wells Fargo Foundation in 2009. This spring, more Wells Fargo scholars will receive this honor. And they are Garrick Hovanassian, Arch Youngers, Anna McKinley, Saya Aragi, Megan Siskowitz, and Asuna Tumalian. Congratulations.
The William Henry Snyder Scholarship honors the founding president of LA City College, William Henry Snyder. It's funny how the name's right over here. He served the college for 5 years, from 1929 to 1934. Does anybody know what was here before 1929? Right, very good. Okay, so the recipients of this award are Brandon Boone, Josue Enriquez, Mayan Jin, Matthew Lambu, Elizabeth Larson, Gunyub Lee, Rania Mukund, Christopher Falls, Rosanna Simonian, and Drew Young. So I'd now like to introduce the recipients of the Charles Kramer Scholarship. Charles Kramer was a longtime professor in the business department at LACC and created a lasting legacy for the students here. So I'd like to call up to the stage Nicole Abink, Ignacio Ambi, William Tassari, Ang, Victoria Boutros, Nifred Chen, Pablo Estrada, German Flores, Wayne Kirk, Luke McGrath, oh heck, that's all good. Joshua Madeline, Elizabeth McIntyre, Andrew Morningstar, Bernardo Najera, Asia Parvin, and Sayed Harbias. Yeah. Ochoa here. Do you want us to hold it? Yeah. It's my pleasure to present the Johnny Grant Scholarship. Johnny Grant, does everybody know who Johnny Grant was? Johnny Grant was known as the mayor of Hollywood. If there had been an actual election for mayor, because there is no real mayor of Hollywood, he would have definitely won this. He was actually the one behind many of the Walk of Fame ceremonies for many, many years in Hollywood. So there are 20 recipients of this scholarship that was created in his honor to commit to the betterment of the Hollywood community. So this year, those people are, and if you'll excuse me, I think what we're going to do is on the longer awards. Well, I do feel like that's the mayor. It's actually reason, yes. Their names are Colette, Fatumata, Lai Basurin, Cody, Lloyd, Ryan, Dylan, Jake, Elena, Lisa, Marlon, Andrea, Laurel, Mary, Sharika, Anika, Ernesto, Byron, and Alex. Little known fact, this group is actually going on the road doing a tour of Fiddler on the Roof, so you can all see them in your television channel. Okay, so as we all know, the cost of books is kind of high, and they continue to go up, which we've been having lots of talks about at the Foundation office. So we're committed to expanding this fund to serve as many students as possible. There are 8 recipients for this year's book vouchers, so please come up to the stage. The following students are Robert Alvarez, Lalit Balian, Tina S. Iskat, Richard Hall, Jeffrey Lyman, Joanna Magdalene, David Polchino, and Dinara Uzbekova.
So the next scholarship is the Louise Snyder Johnson Fitzgerald Scholarship, which was established in 1994 by the daughter of William Henry Snyder, the first president of LACC. This scholarship supports re-entering and older students. This year we have 30 students receiving this award. So we'll ask them to come up to the stage in a single file to receive their certificates and walk up the stairs. And I too will just use their first names. Hopefully you'll know who you are. Anna Carmela, Louisine, Victoria, Maria, Erna, Lindsay, Victor, Peter, Lilith, Miriam, Eugene, Christopher, Matthew, Elizabeth with an S, and Elizabeth with a Z, Anna, Lourdes, Petra, Andriana, Cecile, Oleg, Dennis, Elisa, Rosanna, Ryan, Peter, Tracy, Cesar, William, and last, but certainly not least, Peru. Congratulations.
This looks like the 405 at 6 o'clock. I'll do the next one really slow. So the Louise Snyder Reentry Scholarship, which is an interesting name for a scholarship because it sounds like you're coming back from the International Space Station. But the Louise Snyder Reentry Scholarship for Women helps female students who are not coming back from space, but in need of financial assistance as they re-enter the educational system to continue their schooling. So this year's recipients are Armin Hov Hanassian, Christelle Ovidi, Maria Grazia Botti, Dale Brown, Megan Brown, Misty Carlisle, Alma Colindres, Nidia Diaz, Green Gaborgian, Sylvia Hernandez, Jill James, Jacqueline Macias, Ward Mohammed, Diana Nakayenga, and Ana Talos. Okay, so that's the first 10% of the program. We've only got a few more to go. So I'm very proud to present the Menace Theater Academy Scholars. Norm Menace, who this was named after, is a longtime chair of the Theater Academy at LACC. This Theater Academy, by the way, is one of the best in the country. I've been to some of the productions. They were first class, and if you have a chance, you should go to them. Norm left us a bequest, which was in the 7-figure range. That counts numbers only to the left of the decimal point. So it's a big request, and it's a legacy for current and future Theater Academy students that will help them succeed. I was lucky enough to get to know Norm before he passed away, and he was truly really an amazing individual. With a very nice house in Los Feliz, which we sold in 2 weeks. But there was, he really was a terrific guy. So this year there are 16 students who are Menace Theater Academy Scholars, so please come up to the stage. They are Nicole Abink, Jennifer Bacon, Crystal Laguini, Alicia Grace Bermudez, Portia Faria James, Jordan Flores, Alexa Nicole Jackson, James Landry Jenkins, Unique A. Jenkins, Edward William Mathau, Madeline Moen, Warren Muhammad, Yvette Nicole Santos, Ana Talos, El Vegas Lucas, and Pretty Lucido. I want to tell you that the foundation helped pay for the Theater Academy to go up to Utah a couple months ago to compete in regional competitions, which they won in smashing fashion, and they now going to be nationally recognized at the Training Center in Washington, D.C. So it's a great, great program.
By the way, if we have time, each one of the Menace Scholars will recite a Shakespearean soliloquy. Okay, moving on. California Community Colleges Foundation, in a partnership with the Bernard Osher Foundation, has established a program for students with financial need to help complete their degrees or their certificates at California community colleges. Now, many students are qualified and deserve the designation of the Osher Scholar, and the committee had a difficult challenge in selecting just the 11 students that we now invite up to the stage. Please come up, Anastasia Claggett, Betisadia Escueda, Ingrid Usizi, Peter Kim, Haijon Park, Crystal Perez, Odadori Spencer, Ernesto Trujillo, and Quinn Zhang. Thank you. Congratulations.
You know, we're getting so good at pronouncing these names, I think we'll start over again. Gracious. The CAOT Retired Faculty Scholarship is being presented today as well, and the recipient is Andrew Morningstar. Come on up. The Angel Lopez Scholarship is also being awarded today, and I'd like to invite Jonathan David Escobar to come up and receive. The Eleanor Helger Scholarship is intended to help a graduating nursing student, which is also, I have to tell you, a great program here at City College. These students would have to have economic need and achieve academic success. So the scholarship will be used to pay for the students' NCLEX exams, which once you get through the whole program here, which is very grueling, you then have to go ahead and take this NCLEX exam, which we have incredibly high scores on, among the highest in the country. So I'd like to invite Liliana Sargisian. Next is the Flora Steinhardt Award, and the recipient is Matt Stiles. We have a large alumni outreach program. We're the only college in this district that actually has something like this, and we have about 600,000 names in our database. So we've started reaching out to these alumni, and one of them, Len Roth, stepped forward and has decided to open up a scholarship fund here at LA City College, which is a great thing to see our alumni doing. So this is awarded to low-income nursing students from California entering their second year of nursing. So it's the Leonard Roth and Joanne Roth Nursing Scholarship, and that student is Elena Ivasova.
It is our pleasure to invite to the stage Andrea Richards, Michelle Cho, and Jacob Sandmeyer. And they are receiving the Joseph Dyer Performing and Visual Arts Scholarship. And you will now
The Community Justice Foundation Nursing Scholarship is set up to support nursing students graduating from the LACC ADRN program in the spring-fall of 2015, and this year's recipients are Arch Jumbers and Lucine Solomon. Okay, so the next award is the Council District 13 Award. Who's the councilman for the 13th District? Okay. get a stuffed tiger? Oh, you have one. Okay, so the recipients for this award are Javier Ochoa and Rosel Dian Rico. The Hune Family Scholarship recipient this year is Rebecca Lau. Rebecca? This scholarship is awarded to a student who made it to computer technology. The Nathan Eisen Computer Technology Scholarship was created by a very special alumnus of LACC, Palmer Langdon. Palmer had been making donations to the foundation for a number of years. And about a year ago, it sort of caught our eye that he'd been making these donations. So we got together with him and we got a tour of the current computer department here. And Palmer, what year were you here, Palmer? 1952, Palmer went into the computer business. So I'd like you all, Palmer, could you just stand for a second and we give Palmer a round of applause? The recipient this year is Rafi Agoyan. Believe it or not, we are at the conclusion. So I want to thank Alan for doing a yeoman's job here, standing up and doing this with me, and President Martinez and Dr. Freitas. But most of all, I want to thank the students at LACC, the recipients, and all the students at this college. This is a very, very special place. I think you all need to, and you'll notice this one day when you leave and look back, I promise it. So, you know, when you're here tomorrow, today's getting late already, but tomorrow, when you're out in the quad, just stop for a second and do a 360 and take a look at where you are. This, I promise you, is a very, very special place to be, and you should be very proud of being at City College. So I want to thank everyone for being here today. They wrote this down for me, but I mean it. You are the reason we get up and come to work in the morning. So before we finish, thanks. How did we miss it? Okay. So the A.B. Hoffman Scholarship was created by our board chair, Marvin Hoffman. And we'd like to present that certificate as well to Peter Skouras. Ladies and gentlemen, that completes our scholarship ceremony. Thank you so much for being here today. And I think this is a